This show is sponsored by Raygun and produced by Top End Devs and Envoy. Top End Devs is where we create top end devs who get top end pay and recognition while working on interesting problems and making meaningful community contributions. And Envoy provides remote design and software development services with a very unique business model. It's a task basis where clients only pay after the tasks are delivered and approved. In today's episode, we will talk about a very interesting tool that can be used to analyze your Gmail mailbox stats so that you can figure out which emails you can delete. And we are talking directly to the author of this library, which is Levan Katsadze. Levan is a front-end-focused software engineer from Georgia, Tbilisi, and I definitely hope I didn't butcher your name, Levan. So it's very good to have you on the show. Thank you for taking the time.
My name was absolutely correct. Thanks. Well, let's start from the problem I faced, right, before I started working on this project. So basically, my software package, the Gmail Mailbox task I created, is basically a solution for the very desirable feature which Gmail does not have. And basically, I think it should have. Gmail doesn't have the feature to find some statistical information about your mailbox. For example, who sent you most mails, right? In other words, sort senders by mail count. Also, where have you sent most mails? In other words, sort receivers by mail count, and so on. Without this information, it's very difficult to clean up huge mailbox without accidentally deleting important mails, especially if you have thousands or maybe hundreds of thousands mails in your Gmail, right? Many people have so much mail in their Gmail, and cleaning up and cleaning up to have some space, it's very difficult for them. And with this project, which took me about several weeks to develop, and for sure, before I started working on this project, I tried to find similar solutions on YouTube. Also, I searched the entire internet, hoping that I would find an easy way to analyze my Gmail, right, to clean it up. But I could not find anything. And when I say anything, I mean I could not find any easy solution. There were only complicated, like high software development level complicated and also outdated instructions. And basically, I'm very surprised that from 8 billion people, no one had the idea to just solve this very important problem, I think so. So then I said, okay, why not make it myself? And I decided to create this software and to record the video tutorial for it to be super easy to use, even for the people without any technical skills. The video is very easy to follow. You can find it on my YouTube channel, LeoDevBro. Also, you can find it on YouTube just by searching "Who sent me most mails in Gmail," and that's it. You can find it very easily. And probably on the entire planet, probably I'm the first person who tried to solve this problem, who tried to share this solution with very easy instructions to the people, to have ability to give ability to the people even without any software development or technical skills. So that's the main idea. So I think millions of people would find this video tutorial very useful for them. Yeah, I think so.
Yes, definitely. And by the way, so sorry, Peter and Chris, but I actually just went on to the subject, and we even skipped you guys' introduction. But just so that I don't let this pass by, in today's episode, we also so you have myself, Lucas Paganini, in case you you didn't knew my name before, but also joining me in today's episode along with Levan are the also hosts Chris Fruin
Hello, everybody.
and Peter Rosal.
Hi, everyone.
Awesome. So, Levan, you already gave a very detailed explanation of which problem specifically your project solves. And I think what we could direct perhaps the beginning of our episode towards is which big lessons our audience, which is primarily made up of React developers, can learn from your experience, right? So basically, some of the questions that come to my mind as an engineer myself is, well, and that's just questions, right? Like, of course, besides the just big kudos to you for taking this initiative of being like, oh, okay, nobody did this, let me do this myself. So first off, thank you for that and for creating content around that to educate people. That's highly appreciated. And what I would like to understand now is this feeling of I can't find a solution, let me build this myself. Is something that I think all engineers struggle through life. So we are always thinking, even when we actually have a solution, it's sometimes like it's not exactly what I wanted. Let me build this myself. So this is a feeling that we generally have, and in your case, there was really no other solution. So I think there are many things, many lessons that we can extract from there. So the first thing is I would like to understand, since there wasn't any solution out there, how did you decided which things would be included in your solution? Like it not only analyzes your, of course, it analyzes your mailbox, but through this analysis, it could answer several different questions, right? So you did have to go through a mental process of deciding which questions your code would answer and which questions it would not answer because they would be out of scope. So how did you approach this? And in general, how much time and effort would you say you had invested in this package to reach the current state in which it is right now?
Yeah, so it was the process of about several weeks, maybe 4 weeks or 5 weeks. And yeah, the development, the improvement of answering some questions, which features or which statistical calculations should I include in this package. Yeah, these things came day by day during the process. But very first thing I wanted to achieve that is to see the senders which sent me most mails, just to have some general idea about who was the most frequent senders, right? That was the idea, and yeah, I tried many, like I experimented with many solutions, and actually, this solution is my second solution. I have uploaded my first video about this Gmail analyzation process. I have created another solution before, which was using app script language, Google app script language, which is based on JavaScript. So probably software engineers would find this interesting. So my previous video was about analyzing this Gmail using different method, which as I said, using app script language, which is integrated in the Gmail and in the Google Sheets platform by Google. So it seemed like it was more comfortable, more like easier to use, right? For users, it was easier to develop because I could just integrate a simple button on the Google Sheets document, and the user could just click on the button to analyze his Gmail info, and everything was integrated into everything. And functionally, they worked very fine and very well. But the problem was speed, performance. Before for about like 500 or maybe 1,000 or 2,000 mailbox. It was good enough. But when some people contacted me and asked me some help about what is going on, I have like 100,000 mails, and this solution doesn't work. It just has time limitations. It has execution speed limitations. So yeah, I discovered that Gmail has so many speed limitations for this app script method, this app script code execution. So yeah, functionally it was very good, but because of the speed, it was basically unusable. Because if you had like if you wanted to analyze 10,000 emails, it would take several hours to analyze it. But with my new method, it will take about 2 minutes. That's the idea. So yeah, if you had 100,000 mails in your Gmail, with the app script method, it would take days, like maybe 1 week to analyze it. And yeah, it was basically unusable, and it was basically not a solution. So yeah, it was probably 1 year ago or 2 years ago. Yeah, from since then I was trying, and I was thinking about what can I improve, how can I improve this, how can I improve this, and then I remembered that Google has special website, Google Takeout, which is takeout.google.com, and you can download any data from your Google ecosystem, from your Google environment. It may be Gmail or Google Photos or Drive or everything, right? So yeah, then I discovered that you can download all your Gmail data, and it includes just one file, which is Mbox extension, which has Mbox extension format. And this one file includes everything. And with the special libraries, mail parser libraries and mail analyzer libraries, you can basically analyze this file in your own local machine, in your environment. So there will be no speed limit from Google servers, because we are no longer using Google servers. We just analyze it in your computer with the speed and with the power of your CPU. So we have absolutely total freedom for the speed of that. That's why instead of days, now it takes minutes, and it's like it now really seems like a solution. So yeah, it felt very good that finally it worked, and yeah, for sure I had to test it in many computers, in many Gmail mailboxes of my friends, to make sure that everything was correct and the calculation was correct. So I fixed many bugs, many mistakes, and also anyone can see the code, the source code on GitHub. It's open source. The software is free and open source, so anyone can contribute it or make some suggestions, make some improvements, some pull requests, some feedback, and I will be happy if the community just helps me and helps each other to improve this little project, which is kind of little, but I think very desirable and very good thing, and many people will be very happy to have this information, because even if you don't want to clean up your Gmail, sometimes you're just curious. Let's see what is the statistics of my Gmail, who is the most frequent sender, who is interested in me the most, who sends me most mails, right? And also, I don't remember, or maybe where I sent most mails, and so on. And yeah, I think I explained some differences between the old approach, old method and the new method. So that's the idea. And also I'm trying to think about maybe I can improve it, make it more comfortable, because right now, yeah, the users don't need to have any software engineering skills to follow this tutorial, but it's still a little techy steps. Yeah, it seems like someone who does these steps, it seems like he is a full-blown software developer. But yeah, maybe I can, maybe in the future I will be able to just make it one button click. Maybe I will maybe edit or develop an add-on as an add-on for Gmail, right? Gmail has some add-ons, right? But the thing is that these add-ons also work on the AppScript environment, and that's the idea. The problem is that AppScript is very slow by Google servers. So yeah, I'm thinking about it. Maybe in the future there will some new doors open, and yeah, maybe we will have some easier ways to do it. But yeah, for now, yeah, I think it's good enough, and many people already can use it very quickly and very easily. It is it works on a local machine, but it is accessible for all major systems. I mean, Windows, Mac, Linux. It is accessible for all major systems, so there will be no problem about like OS support or anything like that, because it's based on Node.js, which is JavaScript framework, JavaScript environment to run custom scripts, custom programs, right? So yeah, I think that's my basic answer for this question. Maybe I forgot some things about that.
No, that's fine. And also, Mbox, which is the format that Gmail uses, it's not only for Gmail, right? It's from my understanding, a universal format. I remember that I had some. Sorry, go ahead.
I think it's a proprietary format from Gmail and only for Gmail. So that's why it is very problematic to convert this Mbox format file into Outlook format file, because I think it is very proprietary and very corporative. I don't know, corporative format. So yeah, this Mbox, yeah, basically means it's a mailbox, but it's the Gmail from the company Gmail, I think so. Yeah.
I don't think that is the case, actually. I'm saying that because I have used emails on a self-hosted server very back in the day, and I would in a time of my life, I used to take care of technical infrastructure to a few small businesses here in my city, and I would do them some support in terms of like putting their website online and having their server take care of their emails as well. And those were not Google emails; they were just self-hosted emails on some cheap cloud. And whenever I needed to export mailbox, they would be exported using the Mbox format. And I actually think this is a very flexible format. I don't think this is specific to Gmail at all, actually, which makes your library very interesting because people could use it to analyze other other mailboxes as well. Actually, any.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about it right now. Yeah, I called it Gmail, but yeah, now I think that if other mail services can export or download file with Mbox extension, yeah, that will be, I think, just very easy to analyze these files too. So yeah, maybe I will do some experiments about it. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I wonder if you knew about this before, maybe you could have found a particular tool to analyze it. It's like I'm bringing the good news and at the same time the bad news that maybe it did existed before. It was just not under the Gmail prefix. But I think if you just look for Mbox analysis, you can probably find something that does this. And I can even see that there are a few libraries on npm itself for Mbox specifically.
Yeah, and that's the idea. I basically I use these libraries, but these libraries are not user friendly. I mean, user friendly for the non-technical users. They are for software developers. But this specific package I developed is everyone friendly. That's the idea.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. And what are next steps for that? Like you dedicated a lot of time onto this. So are you going to transform this into perhaps a simple website where people can just upload it and have it being parsed without them having to install anything? Or are you going to try to maybe monetize this in a way? So what are your plans for this code base?
Yeah, for now I don't know yet, but yeah, someone also told me that maybe you could create a website and do it more easier. Yeah, maybe it would be maybe I can do it, but yeah, because it is file analysis and maybe browsers have some access limitations to files, so probably it will be problematic, but I will think about it. And about the monetization, right now I have just included some donation links, and sometimes people give me some donations. I'm very thankful for that. But about the monetization, if someone asks me to maybe why not make it a paid version or something like that? I don't think so. There are many softwares or many add-ons or many good things which are used by millions of people, and they are free. And I think it would be better that this software just to be free, my software, and it's just, I think it's just a good thing for my, I don't know, for my career, or also I just wanted to, I just wanted to solve a problem. I did not have anything beyond it in my mind. I just wanted first for me, because I wanted to analyze my Gmail. Then my Gmail was huge, and I was thinking, how can I shrink it down? and I wanted to find the solution, and I found the solution, and then I thought, okay, why not share it to other people? And I did it. And yeah, I think that's great.
Yeah, definitely. And by the way, regarding file access on browsers, the limitations are quite small nowadays. Like there's even an API that allows you to directly access the files in the host's computer. So there should not be any problems in that regard. You can even like use service workers and have your page available offline, and you can do the processing on a different thread instead of in the main thread, and that way you're not going to block the view as the Mbox is being parsed. So there's definitely an opportunity there to turn what you created into something even simpler for the end user, because I haven't tested those other libraries, so I'm just gonna trust your view that they weren't very friendly. But still, we can't really say that it doesn't require technical knowledge, right? Like if you look at the instructions of your package, the first thing is you need to have Node.js installed. Most people that I know of don't even know what is a terminal. And the ones that think they know, they tell me, oh, Lucas, so the things that you do is like you write code, right? And I'm like, yeah. And you do that in the terminal, right? And I was like, no, not crazy. I did this in an IDE, dude. But like that's what people think when they think of software engineers. So I don't think that I don't think my mother would be able to use this, for example. But if we put it in a have you heard of smallpdf.com? Is a website that exposes several utilities for PDFs. So it allows you to compress PDFs, to merge, edit, cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, it even tries to unblock a PDF that has a password. It's pretty cool. So what I thought was like something similar, but for mailbox analysis. If you're inspired, you could even like have a just shooting out ideas here. Like you could have a pricing model where if the person wants to extract the inbox, then they have to pay. So like if they already have the inbox, they can just upload and you do the analysis on. You can do it on the front end. You don't even need to run it on the server. But then you could say, hey, this is the free plan. But if you don't have the inbox and you want me to download this for you and then extract, then you have to pay this fee and then you input your email credentials and then your system can log into their email, download everything, allow them to download this file and also analyze it. I think that would be pretty neat, actually. I would love to. If this tool existed, I would use it.
Yeah, that's yeah. Maybe I will think about it. Maybe I can research more about it and do actually build it. Yeah, for now, my main goal was just to make it work somehow, make it possible, right? Make the analyzation possible. So in that moment, I was very familiar with the Node.js environment, with this command line Node.js, right? And so that's why I just build it. And yeah, it seems very technical, very techy, and it may still be very like kind of difficult for non-technical users. But I tried to make as easy as possible. I tried to, how can I say, like simplify as much as I could, like. Maybe some 10-year-old kids can follow this video tutorial. I think so, if they want to and if they have a strong desire to do it. So yeah, it's just because it's just just install this Node.js software. It's as easy as installing Skype or some very general, any general software. Just install this Node.js and just open this terminal window and just run just one command. Type and run just one command. That's it. So no need to some kind of tricky things, some several commands and doing some other things and other things. No, just type one command and go. That's it. So probably for now it's okay. And yeah, the website solution and website improvement seems pretty good idea, and I will think about it. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Peter, Chris, you guys are too quiet. Do you have any particular questions?
Yeah. Okay. So yes, I have one, and I think the one I have is as regards this solution, right? So, do you think there are any other email services available that can actually do this? Because I don't know. I think I know about Hey. Hey, I think Hey kinds of like group emails based on senders, and they also give some features where you can actually um like you can even block, like if you've seen, oh, this kind of mail is coming from this specific sender, like you grouped, and then you could just block. So I don't know, do you know of any service apart from this that do that? Because then I'm also considering from the mind of users. if someone sees a service that could do that for that without them maybe going to the terminal or so, maybe someone may say, "Oh, maybe I want to use this service." So, what do you think? Did you in your search, or maybe when you were creating the package, did you kind of have an idea of any other email service that was doing something similar? Yeah, I think that's for Levan.
So the question was like, are there available some kind of similar services online to do it with special website or service, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, for sure. I tried to search with many keywords in Google, or in Reddit, or anywhere in any social network. I tried to search with many text, many keywords, like how to find or how to sort senders, how to find most frequent sender, and everything. I tried many things to search in internet, and there were also other people searching something like this, and there were no answers to their questions. How to do it. They asked this question, how to do it, and there was no answer. Uh, and yeah, I think I found like one or two paid services which provided some similar service to analyze your Gmail. But even for paid services, I couldn't find this specific thing I was looking for, like sort senders by frequency, by mail count. At least I couldn't find it. Maybe I did not search it enough, did not search it well enough. Maybe someone can find it, but I searched it for many days, many weeks. Even during the working process, I checked out the internet. Maybe something changed. Maybe some updates. Maybe some new things appear on the internet. But I think there is no such thing, even for paid versions. Because probably it is expected right now. I think it's expected because this analyzation requires, if it is online, it requires probably a heavy CPU usage, heavy, and maybe Gmail and Google and all the services just trying to, I don't know, save some CPU power. But if they made it like prepaid service, maybe they would benefit it. But probably they decided not to do it. I don't know why. I just wanted to find the solution for it, and I just did what I could do with my powers. Yeah.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, sounds good.
By the way, I did found one thing that I think is very interesting, and I was trying to remember the name of this website. It's called, I'm gonna send here in the comment section. So it's called goodbye.host, and it's a very interesting website because basically it's a website that exposes three migration tools: one to migrate your website, another to migrate your email, another to migrate your database. And the goal is to basically move from one host to another, right? So this is why the website is called goodbye.host. And they have this email migration tool, which is really it's really interesting to your particular use case, because this is kind of like related to it, right? So it's about, you just input the credentials from one email host, and then it migrates from that email host to a different email host using the not SMTP, is the IMAP protocol. So I think that's technically, if any email that is using IMAP, you could connect to it, download the inbox, and then do this analysis. I think that could be interesting. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm just looking into the website right now. Okay, say goodbye to your current host. Yeah, it seems pretty interesting. If it has access to maybe inbox file, or maybe the entire system of mails. Yeah, I'll check this out later.
Yeah, definitely. Chris, how about you? Anything you'd like to ask before we start wrapping up?
Yeah, sure. So I come from like I have no background in any of this email stuff. This is the first time even hearing of the Mbox format. But as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh no, this sounds like one of those, like, yeah, okay, it's a defined file type, but it could have like custom field to Z. I would just, I guess I have a general question, like, and you mentioned you tested it on a lot of inboxes with your friends. Like, what were some weird bugs? Like, I can imagine you ran into like these weird fields like you hadn't seen before, or how does the Mbox format even look? And how does the flow, like, what is the flow of your tool?
Yeah, the magic comes from the NPM website. Actually, this website is, I think it's not for regular people. It's only for developers. I think so. So basically, the software packages like mine is not available on NPM website because these are just for some kind of this NPM website is for developers who analyze code, who write code, and to who use some packages, some libraries to write their project. So I mean, I used that's the question, your question about how I analyze this Mbox file, right? Because this Mbox file is very complex. If you open this Mbox file with maybe text editor or something like, you will see some strange things, and yeah, it is strange for me too. I'm not familiar with that. I did not analyze this. I did not work on this. I used pre-written libraries for it, which are also available on NPM website, but these libraries are only understandable by software developers like me. So and these libraries were available, but no one decided to make a software for like end user friendly software. So I did that. I just used these libraries, and from these libraries, I created this user-friendly software. So basically, this software is written. I wrote in JavaScript, and NPM is basically the JavaScript ecosystem. NPM website, the store, it's the repository of JavaScript libraries. And basically, with the JavaScript code and using these libraries, I without very specific and without very expert understanding of NPM package, these libraries just simplified my work. They just provided me special functions to just access, to just read, for example, the list of mails, and then I can read, in each mail I can read sender, receiver, CC, BCC, also attachments, and everything, text and everything. So I am in with the simple JavaScript code. And yeah, the usage was very simple, but for sure the calculations I did and the analysis and generating these CSV files to make it very accessible for everyone, I had to do some a little bit complex programming coding. But yeah, I tried to make it. I tried to write code with very clean code practices, with a very organized way. So even other developers maybe other developers will be able to easily understand my code, my written code, without huge struggle. I think so. And even if they don't understand, they can ask me questions, or maybe in GitHub they can make pull requests, some suggestions. How can I change this code, or maybe how can I improve the code, or anything like that. So yeah, it is very open. In GitHub, I have also another project. Maybe also you already know this project. It is the VS Code extension Blockman, which has already like more than 100,000 installs, and I'm very happy about that. And basically, what made this extension, this software Blockman, good was the people, the community. Community helped me so much with improvements, with suggestions. Even non-software developers, even just end users who didn't understand the code, they just they just told me some feedback. Maybe you could do this, maybe you could add some this feature, and they provided very good, cool ideas. And with the help of community, this project is now very popular and very successful, I think so. And after Blockman, my next project was this project, which is Gmail Mailbox stats. And also I have some other ideas about other projects. I love working on my solo projects, some new ideas. Maybe I will do another thing soon. I hope so. For now, this Gmail Inbox Test software is available on GitHub, and anyone can. It's important, even because it's important to be open source because of security, and some people may have some may think that it includes some malware, some bad code, some virus that infect their machine, and they can just check the source code in GitHub, and they can make sure, and they will make sure that everything is fine. And even my code, not just virus, but it also does not touch any other content of your mailbox. It just reads only sender address, receiver address, CC, BCC, and some other things like timestamp, also ID, and nothing more. It doesn't read texts, or title or anything like that, because I think it's not important, at least right now. Maybe if we add some new features, maybe we can have some more access to the content. But right now, I think it's okay so everyone can check the code and make sure, and they will make sure that it is safe and secure.
Okay, that makes sense. Levan, thank you so much for taking the time. And again, thank you for creating this tool. It's really nice. And as you said, it's really nice that it is open source, so anyone can benefit from it. Thank you so much for this. And it's just, again, I just wanted to reiterate, it was really a pleasure to have you on the show. And also just explaining to other people like the effort that you put into this and the whole journey. I think this is really interesting for others that are considering creating utility tools and things like that. So it's always nice to hear. And I'd like to know if there's anything in particular that you'd like to promote before we wrap up the episode.
I don't know. Maybe I will also promote. Basically, I already promoted this project, but maybe I will promote it again. My VS Code extension Blockman. Developers, please check it out. I think you will like it. It is a visual helper for developers. It helps us to easily understand and perceive and understand code structure more easily, because it renders some special rectangle blocks in the code structure in the code, and you just have to see with your own eyes. I think for many people, it gets easier to understand code structure, because it is very important for software developers to quickly work on the code file, on the software code. And if there are no visual helpers, many people find it difficult to understand where the what is the structure of the code. So yeah, please check out VS Code extension Blockman by Leo Devbro.
Very good. Okay. If you can send a link to that in our particular chat, then I can send this to everyone in the comment section as well.
For sure. Right now.
In the
Just a
meantime,
moment.
Peter, how about you?
All right, yeah. So I have I just got a course on a project rather on web components on educative. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about web components, and I think it was mainly because of the idea that I think React 19 is going to support it. So I just wanted to write a project on web components with Lit at least. I think Lit it's still like a framework though, but it kind of uses the native web components API, right? So probably in the project as well, I kind of referenced a lot of native web component features as well. So I think it's something people could check out. Yeah. So I'll drop the link on the chat. Yeah.
Yeah. And also I pasted the link here. So yeah.
Okay, we'll send the link. And Chris, how about you?
Yep. Yeah, I have just a quick fun one. I noticed today that Stack Overflow opened their. I guess I can't post. I thought I was logged in, but the 2024 developer survey is now live. So I usually, because I like reading the results, I usually also participate in in the survey. So
Yeah, I also saw that we recently had the State of HTML survey released, where it's made by the same organization that does the State of JavaScript. So that was very interesting. If anyone wants to be on top of that, then definitely go check out State of JavaScript. They always do the survey every year, and they release the things that everybody knew that were released, but like people, how many people knew those features or not. Also, today is the day that we get the release of Angular 18. So that's some interesting things happening. Yeah. Actually, I think I just did my promos. So that's it, guys. Like those are gonna be my promos for today. And well, I think that was everyone. Just sent the links to Levan's promo in the comment section as well. Thank you so much for sticking up to the end of the episode. And I will see you in the next one.
Thank you so much.
Yes, guys.
thanks, everyone.